The stars shimmered through the crystalline dome above Earth's intergalactic embassy, casting glints of silver and blue across the marble floor. Tall banners fluttered in artificial breeze, embroidered with the sigils of over 100 alien civilizations. Tonight was a diplomatic milestone, the first interspecies marriage between a human and a member of the mysterious Xyrali species. And the groom, a rather unassuming mechanic from Earth named Trent. Lucas stood stiffly at the altar, his black ceremonial suit perfectly tailored but clearly uncomfortable on his frame. He wiped his brow for the fourth time, shifting his weight nervously. Despite the grandeur of the moment, it didn't feel real. He hadn't even seen his bride. That was part of the agreement. The Xyrali believed in courtship through mental resonance, not physical presence. Over the last 8 months, Lucas had engaged in a strange and hypnotic communication with his betrothed through neural links, a serene, violet-hued mental plane where thoughts were exchanged like music. Her name was Sylixa. She was witty, intelligent, and made him feel understood in a way no one on Earth ever had. But he had never laid eyes on her. Not even a photo. Now he was about to marry her. The ambassador of the Xyrali floated into the room, a massive, translucent jellyfish-like being with glowing blue veins and a humming voice that seemed to vibrate in the bones. A hush fell over the assembly. Human Lucas Trent, Xyrali Sylixa, bonded through resonance, united through harmony. Let this union bridge our peoples, the ambassador intoned. The crowd erupted into cheers. Then Sylixa entered. Lucas's breath caught. She was tall, easily 7 feet. Her figure shimmered beneath translucent, iridescent robes that shimmered with a color his eyes couldn't quite comprehend. Her face was veiled, her hands gloved. He could only see her eyes. Huge, silver, with pupils like vertical diamonds. She stepped toward him gracefully, and when her gloved hand touched his, warmth traveled up his arm like electricity. The ceremony passed in a blur. Oaths spoken, gifts exchanged, alliances sealed. Then came the wedding night. Their private chamber aboard the Xyrali diplomatic cruiser was like a dream. The bed was a circular nest of silken vines and cushions that responded to touch. Bioluminescent plants pulsed in rhythm with their heartbeats. Lucas paced nervously. "Are you frightened?" Sylixa's voice came from behind him. Melodic, alien yet comforting. "A little," he admitted, turning to face her. "I mean, we've connected mentally so many times, but this is different." She tilted her head. "It is. But only because your species divides mind and body. We do not." She stepped forward. Slowly, deliberately, she removed her veil. Lucas's eyes widened. She was beautiful but not in any human way. Her face had no nose, just a delicate slope between wide-set eyes. Her mouth was small but expressive, and her skin was smooth and opalescent, shifting colors in soft waves. Her hair was a crown of flexible tendrils that moved like underwater reeds. He swallowed hard. "You're stunning." Her eyes glinted. "And you are brave." She stepped closer and without a word removed her gloves. Lucas stared. Where fingers should have been were tendrils, soft, dexterous, and bioluminescent. They moved with incredible control, hovering in the air, pulsing gently. "I can feel your nervous system through proximity," she said, lifting one tendril near his temple. "May I?" He nodded. The tendril touched him lightly, and suddenly, he felt her. Not just her thoughts, but her emotions, her intentions. Her affection for him wasn't abstract. It was visceral. Tears welled in his eyes. "I had no idea you could feel this much," he whispered. "We do not express through words," she said gently. But I have always loved you, Lucas Trent. Their minds merged deeper than ever before. He felt her joy at learning human humor, her sorrow over losing her clutch sibling in a solar storm, her wonder when she first heard his voice. That night they didn't need bodies. Their union was of memory, experience, and emotion. But then something changed. Sylixa's tendrils retracted suddenly. Her body tensed. Lucas felt a ripple of fear. Not his but hers. "What's wrong?" "I didn't want to burden you with this," she said. "But you must know now. My people. Not all of them wanted this union." Lucas stepped back, heart pounding. "Wait. Are you in danger?" She nodded slowly. "There are factions among the Xyrali who believe union with humans will dilute our purity. They issued a quiet edict. My exile. Or worse. You married me knowing they might kill you." She looked at him calmly. "I married you because I chose you. Our resonance was true. I would not let politics destroy that." Lucas felt rage bubble inside him. "We can go to Earth authorities. UN Security, the Intergalactic Council. They would not dare interfere in Xyrali internal affairs," she said. "But there is another way." Sylixa reached into the folds of her robe and pulled out a small crystalline cube. "This is a neural harmonizer. If we both synchronize into it together, we can amplify our resonance and broadcast it. Not just to the Xyrali, to all species. A proof that our union is real. Sacred. If it touches enough minds, the Council will have to recognize it." Lucas took the cube, its energy pulsing like a heartbeat. "What do I need to do?" "Just hold my hand. And believe." The harmonizer glowed between them as they sat cross-legged on the vine bed. Sylixa's tendrils wrapped gently around his fingers. "Close your eyes," she whispered. He did. The room fell away. Suddenly he was floating in a vast field of stars. Sylixa stood beside him, not her physical form but something more. She glowed like a constellation, her emotions painting the void in colors he'd never seen before. He opened himself to her. His childhood memories, his awkward teenage years, the death of his mother, the lonely nights at the repair station. He showed her everything. No barriers. In return, she gave him visions of her world. Vast coral forests stretching over mirror oceans. Sky beasts that floated among lightning storms. The aching beauty of her species' birth songs. They were no longer separate minds. They were one. The harmonizer flared. On Earth, diplomats gasped as a wave of emotional resonance flooded the diplomatic chambers. On the Xyrali homeworld, high clerics fell to their knees, overwhelmed by the purity of the bond. In orbit, the Intergalactic Council received a signal unlike anything they'd seen. More profound than language, more compelling than treaty. Shared soul. When Lucas and Sylixa opened their eyes, the cube had gone dark. A soft chime echoed from the room's comm system. "Lucas Trent. Sylixa of Xyral. This is Ambassador Core of the Galactic Council. We witnessed your bond. Has been enlightening. You are now recognized as the first interlinked pair. Your union is sanctioned and celebrated." Lucas turned to Sylixa. Her eyes shimmered with joy. "You did it," he said. "We did it," she replied in his mind. Years passed. Lucas and Sylixa became ambassadors, symbols of harmony between wildly different species. Together they helped bridge cultural chasms, taught shared empathy classes, and ushered in a golden age of interspecies understanding. But no matter how famous they became, no matter how many worlds they visited or treaties they brokered, Lucas never forgot their wedding night.